What's up, dudes and dudettes? Gospel here to talk about the upcoming combat upgrade emulator, SWG Restoration. I've seen a lot of questions being asked in the Discord and figured I would answer some of them in video form. But first, I would just want to let people know who haven't watched my other videos that, yes, there is a combat upgrade emulator being worked on. I know a lot of people back in the day felt alienated by the CU, but I'm convinced that a good majority of pre-CU fans would like to see you today if they gave it a shot. Anyway, on to the questions. What is SWG Restoration? SWG Restoration is a combat upgrade emulator. They have had two previous servers, neither of which are the combat upgrade. Restoration 3, however, will be the CU server and is using the NGE client with the CU code. This means that the combat and classes will be what was in the combat upgrade, but you can expect to see some of the good content the NGE had on this server, like quests, heroics, the appearance tab, that's right, the appearance tab, and so on and so forth. Will there be JTL? This is the most popular question, I think, and to answer it, yes, JTL will be fully implemented. In fact, it's already there in the alpha test. Are there any changes to the original classes? Yes, there are some already in and some that are planned. The one that is already in is a change to Entertainer. The devs have decided to keep the NGE's build a buff system rebalanced for the combat upgrade. This makes Entertainer way more useful than in vanilla combat upgrade, because in vanilla, all Entertainers could do was grant you a 10% XP boost, and that's it. As for plan changes, there have been discussions about the classes that didn't do so well combat-wise in the CU, like Fencer and Ranger. I don't know what is planned for Fencer, but there have been talks of adding traps to Ranger, as well as some sort of stealth ability that will eat up some specific resource for it. Also, there will be changes to Bioengineer and Creature Handler. Bioengineer pet crafting is going to work like it did in the NGE because it was honestly a pretty good system. And the pets Creature Handler will have NGE-like abilities, but rebalanced for the combat upgrade, because it actually makes Creature Handler a pretty great class. Think of them as buffs. Will the Jedi unlock be using the village? The answer is simply no, yes, and maybe. The Jedi unlock at launch will be a mystery unlock. What I have been told is that the unlock will actually be unique to the individual. So no following a guide. It will be up to every player to figure out their path to Jedi. For the open beta though, Jedi will be handed to a certain amount of players for testing purposes. Will there be FRS? There will be FRS for Jedi, but it will come with a penalty. Jedi who participate in the FRS will have a limited number of lives. Once those lives run out, they will have to wait a certain amount of time before their lives refresh and they can play again. Until then, they will be a blue glowy, free to walk around and see the sights. How will bounty hunting work? Bounty hunting will have the NGE system on top of the Jedi visibility system. If you don't know how the NGE system worked, basically, a player who has been dealt a death blow can put a bounty of up to 1 million credits on the person who dealt the death blow. This credit amount stacks, allowing for bounties to become really juicy credit-wise. This also means bounty hunters will be able to hunt non-Jedi targets. How will GCW work? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. Halo, the lead developer, has floated around the idea of having more emphasis on faction unity and base busting, but currently there is nothing set in stone. Will there be TEFs? There are TEFs planned for Jedi that wield their saber out in public, and that TEF will spread to people who aid or attack the Jedi. Not sure about GCW TEFs or any perma-overt state for non-Jedi PvPers as of yet. What will the max level be? I've seen this question asked a few times, so I'm including it. The max level will be 80 as it was in the vanilla combat upgrade. Will there be any changes to crafting? Yes, like I mentioned before, there will be the Bioengineer change, but there will also be a change to Weaponsmith. It will be using the NGE's core system. If you don't know what that is, basically all stats from a weapon will be crafted into the core, and the core can go into any weapon of that type. For example, some could make a level 54 core with great damage and low special attack cost and put it into a C-Def carbine or a laser carbine, and both would have the same stats. This essentially lets people choose what weapon skin they want for their weapon type. The only difference from the NGE core system is that there will be looted components like crate tissues and accolade bones that will enhance the stats of the craft. How will tapes work? So this is something that is changing from vanilla CU. The junk loot system to craft plus 35s will be implemented into the CU, but the plus 35s will not be 1-to-1 ratios of things like general range speed, polearm accuracy, melee defense, and so on. These kinds of stats will be lumped together into a few new stats. Crafters will be creating tapes just like in the NGE. There will be exotics, but no word on what stats they will provide as of yet. Will there be Decay? Yes, Decay will be there. There might be something to slow Decay, but nothing that will stop it. The devs recognize the harm of ADKs to crafters and the complete removal of Decay in the NGE. Will there be different combat stats? No. Things like evasion, glancing blow, trivial hits, strike through, and so on have been removed. The CU had critical hits, so critical hits will still be there. The idea of keeping elemental crits has been floated around, but their function would need to be changed, so no word on that yet. Will player cities be any different? There will be some things kept from the NGE, like TCG houses and the additional city specializations. House Pack-Up will be there as well, so moving around will be a cinch. Will questing grant XP? Yes, quests will grant XP based on the weapon you hold. Although spin groups will still be the more efficient way to grind. If you don't know what a spin group is, in the CU, players would gather together as 8 and run missions together, spinning down all the mobs that spawn from the lair with one player tanking them, all of them, and other players healing, unless the tank was a master defender. All it takes is one hit to gain full XP, so grinding is pretty quick. Will there be Kashyyk and Mustafar? Yes, both will be there in their entirety. How long till open beta? As of uploading this video, barring that there are no serious issues, around 2 to 2.5 weeks. How can I access the open beta? I will leave a link in the description down below to SWG Restoration's website and also a link to the Discord. I suggest joining the Discord so you can be up to date on when beta goes live. I think that about covers all the most frequently asked questions. If you have any more, you can leave a comment or ask in the Discord. If you liked the video, please drop a like and subscribe. I will be creating more SWG content in the near future. If you'd like to support the channel monetarily, there is also a link to that in the description as well. I hope to see you all in the combat upgrade. Have a good day. Peace.